Okay, so I think I'm about to start. Let's see. Uh, okay, okay. What I'm gonna do today. Let's start to talk about that because it's gonna be for the next few hours, at least until I fancy to do so. Today I took the day off from work and I'm working on my game full time. And what I implemented this morning. Now it's 3:45 in the afternoon. What I implemented this morning is these uh, here, these quads, this rectangle, these quads here. Basically, what I implemented is the sports for sprites or texture atlas in my framework in my engine. So before, like every each of these elements here was a different image, and that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing because basically OpenGL or your renderer anyway needs to change stuff and change memory every time it's rendering something. Instead now, all these elements are coming from this code here, from this. This is one image here, and that's used for rendering different elements. So at the moment, my game is pretty much like entirely base because yeah, I'm not converted anything yet. My game is entirely based on single images. So for example, image, yeah, here it is. So you can see here. Let me Yeah, ls. Okay, every single element, it's a single image. We can we can see them. Like for example, I recently implemented the walls, and as you can see, like every segment of a wall is a different image. Now that means that basically for the game, it's also a matter of loading times because loading, I don't know, 1,000 images is going to take way longer than loading five bigger images. And so the plan for today is to convert like these elements and these elements to one single image, like to compact them, and then um, oh, actually I forgot I could share on one more server. Let me see. Anyway, yeah, no, I'll do that later. Let me finish saying what I was saying. Yeah, so the idea is like to compact to put all these images together, and then to implement I mean, and to use them as a texture atlas in my game. So, okay, before doing that, I want to share in one last server on Discord. Here it is. I want to share it here. Let's see, what's the best channel? General software. Uh, yeah, I'll share in general because there's no. Uh, yeah, there's no really a channel for live stuff. Okay, yeah, the spamming is over. I share these in enough places. Okay, let's see. Do I have any? Okay, studio mode in OBS. Nah, doesn't do anything. Okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the first thing I need to do is basically to put these and these images together and create one single image. I'm gonna do it here. And oh, yeah, this is Inkscape, by the way. It's the software I use for the graphics of my game. So yeah, what I'm doing is packing together all these elements, all these graphics, and then I have to do the same for these ones. I mean, ideally it's gonna be more stuff. It's gonna be more stuff in this image. Oh wow. Okay, I have to group them together. There's gonna be more stuff in this image, but for now I'm gonna. Okay, here it is. For now I'm gonna start with this one. Okay, I believe they all have the same. Yeah, width is the same for all of them. I might also yeah, I'm gonna place like a background. No, it doesn't really matter. Okay, you don't need that. It's 158, 70. Okay, so this rectangle. Okay, that's what I want to do. I want a rectangle with no stroke, no border, because I only need a reference for this area. Okay, so this is going to be 384 by 70. What's that? Yeah, 70. Okay, and then I'm gonna group these together. I'm gonna place these. Okay, it's gonna be below that. Okay, now that I have that, do I want to optimize these? Like I could start to do something like these, like to compact stuff, but you know what? I'm gonna keep things simple for now, and then I'm gonna work on some optimization later. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, ideally you want to compact the, wrong one. You want to compact this stuff and you don't wanna waste any space, like all these space here, you don't wanna waste it. But for now, it's not a big deal. I will that was not group. Okay. Okay. Actually, this has to go like that. Okay, I can also get rid of these. Yeah, we don't need it. So we have this image now, 384 by 128. Okay, so yeah, what I was saying is that basically you don't want to leave these empty space here, and I will optimize that later. But for now, it's not a big deal because I'm gonna change stuff like I will during the development anyway. So I will deal with that later. Okay, let's export this image so we have like a starting point, and then we will move to the codes, the repos, and then I don't remember. Okay, yeah, I'm still using the old directory image. Collectibles .png, PNG file. Yeah, 384.128. Okay, that's exported now. So let's go. Okay, let me close these. Let's go. Okay, first I want to make sure that the image has been imported, and that's fine. Okay, I can start briefly in the test screen just to make sure that image is available. Okay, this is gonna be quick test, so doesn't really matter. What I want is these basically. Okay, rex2 to file2. Yeah, it's collectibles.png. Here it is. Files2, rex2. So what I'm doing with this code, I'm basically registering, like saving or declaring. Actually, I'm declaring the sprite. Let's see. Okay, now I need the coordinates. For the coordinates, I need to go back here and I need the single elements. Okay, so this is 0, 0. Actually, let's see. If I move this to 0, yeah, but idea. But what I could do, I could go, nope, I want this. I can create a new document. I can copy this stuff here. Let me change the background though. Document properties, display units, pixels, background color is going to be a dark one. Okay. And do not show the page border. Who needs that? Okay. So now I can set these to 0, 0. That's gonna make things be easier. Okay, now I have the 4 elements. Yeah, I don't need this. Okay. Okay, the first element is 96 by 51. So we go here, 96 by 51. Actually, these are all going to be 96. They all the same width. Yeah. And they all, well, they 51. And then there's a 70. Yeah, cool. Okay, that's the thing. Now, what I want. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna create a new. This is just a test, like I'm testing everything is fine before starting to code in the actual stuff for the game. So file2. Actually, yeah, this should be. Yeah, I realized that was not using that constant. Okay, file2 here. It's gonna be here. Even if, yeah, what I want is a sprite. sprite, and then it's going to be the third one. Well, the index 3, which is the fourth one actually, because indexes are starting from 0. And then for the position, we're gonna go with let's see, XX. Yeah, it's gonna be X. No, actually, I want an X2 That's fine. And for these, yeah, I might do the same here. I might create a Y2. Actually, I'm gonna create here Y2, which is gonna be like that. Okay, so hopefully we're gonna see one element in the test screen. And nope. Oh yeah, right. I forgot to set the starting point of each sprite. So yeah, this is gonna be 96 0. This is gonna be 0. This is gonna be 0. This is gonna be 96. Yeah, actually it's gonna be 192, 192, and this is gonna be 288, 88, and we don't need this one. Okay, so yeah, this should do the full row. Let's see, nice. I have the fourth element, which is what I wanted, like this one. And just to double check, let's see. Let me add let me add this element here. This element here is 288, 70. Then is 96, 58. Okay, so now we should get this. Let's see. Here it is. Perfect, it's working. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna delete this code. Well, I can delete this code. We have the I have the reference here anyway. So okay. Okay, I just got a question on YouTube. My friend Antonio asked me what I'm working on today, and basically he's gonna be converting all my well, not all. It's not gonna be all, but he's gonna start to convert part of my game code to use something I implemented this morning, and that is texture atlases and sprites. So quick recap. Before until this morning, basically I was like creating and loading an image for every element in game. As you can see here, for example, for the wall, as you can see here for the wall, there were like tens of images, and that's not something you want. What you normally want is, let me show you again, is where is it? Okay, it's something like this. So instead of having like four different images for these two elements, you want one image with everything in it. So basically, yeah, absolutely. That's very important because as I said before, every time your renderer is drawing something, if it's a different image, if it's a different texture, it's gonna change a lot of stuff in memory, let's say, and so that's definitely something you want to avoid. Difference in terms of loading time once you finish. Okay, one more question. What's going to be the difference in terms of loading time? I believe there's going to be pretty much no difference for now because I'm not loading too many elements yet. I mean, even if we go, no, I'm not going to show you that. Even if we go here, and I will this little trick where I can show you the whole map immediately. Even if we go here, this is about like 100 elements maybe, and I'm pretty sure even like a cell phone these days can render all this stuff with in the least optimized way possible and still getting good performances. So there's not too much stuff yet. But oh, I quit that. Okay, things are gonna be more interesting if we go for something like this. This is a level, a new level I'll be working on recently. Something new I want to show you. Let me enlarge this. This is gonna be a big level, and here there's gonna start to be thousands of elements. So things are gonna be more interesting here. Maybe here I will do some benchmark, but that's for later. For today, we'll be focusing on this little level still. So yeah, let's go with that. Okay, let's start with it. Now the first thing is where I'm gonna register these sprites. Ideally, you want a loading screen for doing that, but yeah, I'm not gonna do it right now. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, ideally, what's gonna happen is that when you go for new game, and maybe even after that, yeah, when you select a map, like in this case, like things will change in the future, but let's say things are like this for now. When you select a map, you gonna right now you go straight to the game, and there's no loading basically. But in the future, when there's going to be more stuff after this screen, I expect to have a loading screen. So ideally, what I'm about to do now, it's gonna be happening in that screen. I'm not going to implement that screen yet because it's a bit of overkill for now, and I'd rather focus on more important stuff. But so yeah, keep in mind that everything I do during this live stream is not gonna be set in stone. It's not gonna stay forever. This is not the finished game. It's just like some temp work I'm doing. Things will evolve, things will change. It's gonna take months to make this game, maybe years, I don't know, I hope not, but months for sure. So yeah, don't focus too much on what I'm doing. It's mostly getting things working for now. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so say that. I think I'm gonna go and create and register my sprites here in the screen game, which is the screen where pretty much all the action is happening. Let me see. Yeah, I believe here. Okay, to keep things clean, I can create a new function here. Sprites. Yeah, I'm gonna create a new function where I'm gonna place all the code for initializing the stuff I'm doing. Okay, it would be nice to have. Would be nice to have like a audio notification when someone writes something in chat. I don't know if it's possible, because otherwise I have to turn my head every time. Oh no, if you know how to enable like any notification from YouTube live stream, let me know. Maybe I'll look for that later when I need a break. Okay, mini sprites, and then I'm gonna call this function in the constructor. Where before everything, I guess. Yeah, I mean, for now, I'll place it here. Okay, something I need is the texture manager. That's what's handling the sprites. And the cool thing about the things I implemented this morning is basically, let me see. Okay, where it is? Here. No. Yeah, the manager here. Okay, yeah, basically there are two main functions for handling the sprites. And one is basically is creating the textures that are they are like a high level element that's basically defining where what part of the image it's going to be rendered, and then there's going to be the texture data that's the actual image in memory. So a texture object is a pretty lightweight object. It's mostly a pointer to texture data object and a rectangle. And when I'm calling this function, like register sprite, I'm creating these texture objects, and I'm saving the coordinates and the dimension of this rectangle. And no texture, no image is actually loaded. The image is only loaded when you get the sprite, when you call this function here, get the sprite, and you actually need the image to appear on screen. In the future, I'm gonna add some function. This is something I did in another engine I worked on before. I'm gonna add some function for preloading the content, so you don't even so for example, you can do that kind of like asynchronous stuff, or you can have the loading screen anyway. But for now, it's no big deal. But that's how it works for now. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to the screen game. Here, I'm gonna need a vector. Okay, I have that. Oops, wrong one. I need init sprites and split side by side. Here, yeah, I'm gonna copy these basically, because that's what I'm gonna need. Okay, then I will adapt it. Rect. Okay. I can go with that straight away. Oh, and of course, I need a pointer to the texture manager here. That's a singleton. Texture manager. Yeah, of course, you want graphic. No. Screen tests. Oh, leap graphic. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay. And then there's rect call. just to give it a unique name. Okay, so these are going to be the first 4 elements. 2A8. This was 70, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, 70. 70, okay. These are the diamonds. These are the blobs. Let me copy and paste that. Okay, it's gonna be 70, 70, 70. And then it's gonna be 48. Huh, is smaller. 288. What? 384. 384. Okay. So why the different sizes? 96. Oh no. Okay, no, my bad. They're the same size. Okay, that's the width. Why is this is 48, 48, 48, and 58. Okay, so this is gonna be 48. This is gonna be 48. This is gonna be 48 and 58. We already have that. Okay, so the initialization is done, and now it's happening. Yeah, I was just checking it's not crashing for some reason. We can go to here, the test screen, and delete these. Now I really don't need these anymore. Okay, okay. So now I register this stuff in the texture manager. Now I have to use it, and to use that, there's gonna be 2 places. It's gonna be, let's see, diamonds, the first one. Here it is. Yeah, as you can see, I was oh, I forgot. Let's change that. Well, actually, no, I don't need that. Okay, one challenge now is going to be to share the sprite data. Because basically, what I need now is let me go back to the screen. Screen game. Yeah, I need these, and I need a number for every element. So that's gonna be replaced by something like this. Okay, text equal get sprite, and then it's going to be a number there. Yeah. Okay, so well, I can sprite ID. Let me write it like that for now. Okay, so I'm gonna need these two bits of information. Now this string is gonna be shared. It's gonna be shared in different places. Okay, I believe what I ideally want is probably a class that's gonna handle the initialization of of textures. Yeah, that's what I want. Huh. But yeah, I can save that for later. So yeah, ideally I'm gonna have a class where I'm gonna save the different file names uh, and the sprite IDs. But for now we don't need that. Yeah, I mean we can keep things simple for now. Just to work on a proof of work, and if things work fine, then I will implement something more complex. Okay, let's see. But what I want for sure is I want the IDs of the, and also let me check here. Close this one. So, yeah. So I want the IDs of these elements. So it's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These IDs, well, ideally are gonna stay in that class. Maybe I have to implement it now. I don't really want to do it for now. Let's see if I have some game constants. Yeah, I could place this stuff now for. I mean, yeah. Okay. Okay. So for now, I'm gonna put the IDs in this file, and then sprites. ID. Yeah, and I will implement later the that class for holding all this information. For now, I just want something quick. Okay, so it's gonna be diamond 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then it's gonna be blobs, diamonds. Yeah, yeah, let's call it diamonds. Diamonds, blobs 1, and then 2, and 3, and 4. Okay. And then I'm gonna go diamonds. Game constants. Now that's gonna be diamonds 1 plus yeah. Okay. Yeah, because basically this is gonna be it's gonna give you the index of it's gonna give you the diamonds 1 element plus the number of diamonds minus 1, so it's going to be 0 when it's 1 diamond. Okay, that's fine. And as you can see, things are much simpler now. Oh. Yeah, I can move this down. Before things were a bit different, and I actually never changed this code, but yeah. Texture manager, let me move that down as well. Mm. Okay. Okay, so this should do it. And let's see if it works. I'm gonna use the visibility trick here. Oh, wait. Before doing that, I wanna go to the diamonds generator. I'm gonna change the, yeah, otherwise this test is gonna take forever. I'm gonna change the generation time to 4 seconds. Okay. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3, and that's a 4. Nice. We have all the elements loaded. And yeah, cool. Okay. Okay, I can revert these. So this is working for now. Let's do the same for the blocks. Okay. No, don't need these. Blocks. Here it is. I need a game constants file. Okay, but definitely later I'm going to implement that better management for this data. Yeah, this basically is going to be the same thing. Nope. And yeah, set color. And delete these. And this is going to be blobs 1. Okay, can close these. Yeah, loading the collectibles. Loading the collectibles. Oh yeah, I need to change as I did for the diamonds. The generation time to 1 to 4 seconds. And let's see. Oops, yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go here. Let's turn visibility on. Yeah, they're coming up. Nice. Now, as a quick proof of concept, let me try this. I'm gonna change. Yeah, I'm gonna change the IDs to diamonds. So in theory now we should see the diamonds appearing here. Hey, here it is. Perfect. Okay, that's very nice. That's very nice. It's working. Amazing. Usually it's not that easy. I mean, it took like a full morning of work to implement this stuff, but the not easy part usually is when you go and use it. Okay, question from Antonio. Is that technical debt? What part? What part is technical debt, Antonio? Tell me, because I didn't see your question like in real time. So pretty much what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I don't know. If you're referring to that, the answer is yes. But it's easy to fix technical debt because I'm gonna implement something now. Well, or later actually. Yeah, I might do it later. Oh no. The enums as IDs and a quick workaround. Uh, well, to be honest, I don't see using enums as technical debt. I see more because in the end, what you need is an ID. So the another approach would be like to use, and then that's something I've been doing, for example, for another engine, is to use strings and then like get a hash of those strings, and in the end get a number anyway. So um, in this particular case, it's not a big deal because at the end of the day, uh, all the sprites are always going to be identified by a string, which is a file name, and a number, which is a number going from 0 to the last element in your sprite sheet, in your texture atlas. So yeah, no, in this case I don't see like a big deal. The big deal at the moment is like having that in this what was it, this file right now, that's kind of a generic. What I want to do is like having a place dedicated for this type of data. But if you have like any suggestion on how to handle these, I'm happy to discuss that even later, like on Discord. That's fine. Okay, so let's see. What to do next? Okay, one option. Let me see how much stuff I have. The game elements here. Yeah. Okay, so okay, one thing I could do would be like to implement, I mean, to convert more stuff to sprites, like to these new technique. Like for example, all these elements, they should go on one single image. But instead, probably it's better if before doing that I start to work on a better solution for handling this data. Okay, so let's think about it. Well, okay, one approach could be, let me see. Let me check the texture manager. Okay, so because one approach could be to well, no, it doesn't really matter doing anything here because this is just the registry where you're storing stuff. I was thinking, okay, one approach could be like to add another function to connect one number to a string, but that's not gonna improve the situation because you still need to store those numbers. So instead, okay, I guess the only way is to have like a new file and store stuff in there, and that's gonna be in, yeah, that's gonna be here. Okay, how should I call it? Game data, sprites data, maybe. Okay, before creating the file, let me think about what I'm gonna place in it. Okay, so what's gonna be in this file? I'm gonna use this file now to sketch something. So what I'm gonna have these using objects for describing that. Well, maybe that's overkill. Okay, let's see. Anyway, what I need is like a file path, and that's gonna be string. And then I'm gonna have like sprite IDs, and that's gonna be, yeah, a list of numbers. Okay. Let's see. Inside diamonds. Okay, how to do this? I could have like a map for the strings. Well, no, actually, I don't really need that. A map, like, yeah, it's not needed because then yeah, all I need is like just to store. I just need a constant for these basically that I can recall. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for now. Probably adding more complexity is not gonna make things any better. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna create a new file and well, h.h and a cpp file where I'm gonna store the I'm gonna store the strings, and I'm gonna store these enums here, these IDs for the different sprites. Um, using a class for each of them, not worth it in the end. I just need to keep things like in with a decent order. Okay, let's go create the files. Okay, it's going to be here, and it's going to be game data. Well, H. Yeah, I believe that's oops, that's a fair name. I also create a CPP. Let's see if I need it. Okay. I need to add this stuff here. H. Not CPP. Then Francie make. Yeah, let me close some of this stuff. Yeah, here it is. And same here. Okay. Game data. Okay, that's an empty file. Game constants. Okay, I don't need this stuff. So game constant, let me remove all of these from it. And okay, I have to go to diamonds here. Game data. Okay, that's fine. And nothing's gonna really change in here. And the same is gonna be for the blobs. Here it is. It's gonna be game data. Okay. So now for the text here, I should be able to where is it? Game data. Const char sprite. Oh, five. Oh, yeah, okay. Huh. All right. Can I define like this? Yes, the problem with these is that okay, something like these, it's gonna create, it is going to create a copy in every element, so in every file, including this. So I don't want that. What I want instead is extern, I believe. That's const char. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then game data. And then use this string. And of course, I don't want this. Include game data. Okay. Diamonds and blobs. No diamonds. Let's see, diamonds generator. Oh, okay, I reverted. Okay, they're coming up now. I was afraid that there was no diamonds on screen, but it's just because I reverted this. Okay. Okay, let me check. Let me check what I've done. The game data, sprite, ID. Yeah, I just want to make these explicit. It's not needed, but helps when you're reading your code. Same for diamonds. Okay, so this is solving my problem for now. I'll see if I can. Maybe there's some more elegant solution, but for what I need, I mean, this is pretty much it. Data, game data, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like this for now. Then we'll see if I need more. Okay, now that I define bit of spacing here. Now that I define some basics here, we could. Oh, first, let me commit my changes, because I want to review what I've done. Okay, I created game data, and that's gonna go in. Then I added this image collectibles. Oh, and one important thing that I haven't done yet is going to data image. Let me check. I'm going to delete these images here, because nope. Oh, don't want that. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna delete these 4 images here. Yeah, nice. No, I don't want to delete that. Okay, yeah, those 4 are going. And just to make sure, okay, what did I delete? Diamonds _1. I'm gonna do a quick search. I'm not using that stuff anywhere in the game. Okay, that's good. No diamonds. And I believe the other one was blobs. Yeah. Same thing. Cool. So, oh, maybe something. I want to go to. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff there. Okay, let me delete. Let me delete that. Okay, I'm deleting the data here in the build directory. I'm not even sure why I ever released build. Well, anyway. Okay, so let me run cmake, and this should recreate. Nope. This should recreate the images. Okay, that's looking fine. There's no blobs and diamonds, and I can see the collectibles.png. Okay, fine, nice, cool. Okay, let's run the game one more time. Yeah, cool, it's working. Fine. Okay, well, that was expected, but sometimes I prefer to check everything. Okay, screen test. Yeah, okay, that was a simple thing. Screen game. We added this function for initializing the sprites, and I'm initializing the collectibles. Oh, something else I can change is here in the screen game. First, I need to add game data. I need to add game data, and then it's gonna be what's this? Oh yeah, here. It's gonna be sprite file. Okay, so ideally the game data.cpp, the only place where I'm writing these file is here, and that's it. Yeah, that's fine. Let's check again if it works. It's working, perfect, great. Okay, that was like another little improvement overall. Okay, let's go back to Git. Yeah, it's fine, looking good. That's the initialization stage. Now in diamonds, I simplify the code by much. Blobs generator. Okay, I need to revert these because I don't want this change. And in blobs is the same. That's fine. So use sprites for blobs and diamonds. And those are in. Nice, cool. Okay, this live has been on for, I don't know, I don't see a timer. Let me see if in OBS a timer. Nope. In there's no timer. Maybe you can see a stream time. Oh, maybe stream settings. Nope. Stream health. Nope. Analytics. Nope. Well, okay. Google is not telling me how long. Yeah, that's been changed. So now, yeah, the blobs are not coming up. If not after at least 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, they're coming up. Cool, cool. That's done. Okay. We can delete this stuff. Oh, well, actually, I might need it. You know what? I might save. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like a file that I use for saving all my graphics, the ones that are finalized at least. And yeah, it might make sense to store this stuff in here. What I could actually do is to create a layer. Notes. Wow. Yeah. I did something silly there. Okay, I'm gonna move everything. Move to layer objects. And I believe for nodes, I intended this text. And I'm gonna move that to nodes. Okay, so now, okay, I can show those elements. Okay, I'm gonna create another layer, which is gonna be sprites. And I'm gonna move this stuff to that layer. Sprites, move. And then, okay, this is gonna, I want to align these to that. Bit of too much zoom. Collectible. I'm just reorganizing my assets basically right now. Collectibles, and on top of that, actually, oh, I wanna. Sprites. This one is going to be bigger. One is going to go up there. One. Minus 450. And let's give it 50 pixels. Okay. Let me check the layers. Notes. Okay, everything is in notes. Okay. Maybe I want to create another one. Notes. Sprites. And I'm gonna move these two objects to notes sprites. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. So okay, I'm storing these. Next step, the rocks or the walls. The rocks I have to. I actually was planning to change the colors of these. Yeah, maybe I can do it live now. Like I don't know if you connected for to this stream only for the C++ coding, maybe you will be disappointed. But for me, this is a game development stream, so I'm gonna do different stuff. And one thing I wanted to do was to change the color of these elements. Maybe now it's a good time to do it. And the reason why I want to do it is because there's too much gray in my game at the moment, and I want to change that. Okay, where these are mockups? Was he here? Did I? Yeah. Okay, so basically here you can see these here is the current rocks with the gray colors, and these are the rocks they're gonna be. So I'm gonna recolor them in brown. And well, yeah, there's more stuff coming to the game, but for now that's the main change. So in order to do that, I will keep this empty document. I will what's the best way of doing this? Well, first let me check something. If I select. It's not gonna be easy. Okay, I need to separate all the different elements. Okay. Okay, what I want to do is selecting all the elements, and that's already no. Why? Why did I use different colors than me? Okay. It looks like I will have to do this manually. Okay, this is gonna be tedious. I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother you with it. I think I will do the walls then. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, can get rid of these. Yeah, I'm gonna do the walls. Okay, this is still gonna be a bit of work, but at least it will be a bit quicker. First thing I need to do is to group these elements here. And yeah, by the way, walls is something I haven't showcased anywhere yet. It's a bit of a preview, but it's okay for a live stream. I will talk about walls in my next devlog video in well, next week actually. Yeah. Okay, so let's take these elements. Let's move them here on the right. Well, they all the same size, I believe. 40. Yeah, they all the same size. So I think I'm gonna. Come on. I'm going to. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, they all like this. I'm gonna place them on one row, so it's gonna be something like these. Yeah, it's probably easier. Align, okay. And then I'm going to compact them. There's one button for basically leaving an equal spacing between them in one click. That's very handy, but unfortunately there's no button for doing what I'm doing right now, so I have to do it manually. Okay, and 1056. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's not too big. I'm gonna do the same here. Oh, nice. I'm gonna do the same here for the green ones. Okay, let's place all of them on one row. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be me aligning graphics for a few minutes. And this is a level 1 wall. So it's pretty short, but yeah, it's fine. Now the blue ones. Oh, these ones are need to be grouped together. Okay. And again, same thing. Almost there. I wish I had the money to pay someone to do this, but unfortunately I have to do it myself. Well, someday. Eventually. Last 3. Nope. What have I done? Oh yeah, it is. Last 2. Last 1. Done. Yeah. Okay, nice. Now, yeah. Now we have this little grid here of elements. I'm gonna store them. Okay. I'm gonna leave a bit of distance. Maybe I will add some more stuff in there. So let's see. Walls. Plus 50. Okay. And then I can export these. Let me check some. 58. 144. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, one little problem. I have to handle this now. As you can see, these are not 48. Oh, wait, 49. 147. Huh. Oh, that's still wrong. 48, 49. Why are they different? Okay, they all supposed to be the same height, but they're not. And this little difference is worrying me a bit, because things are not gonna be right if I don't fix it. So how do I fix that? Let's see. They're all the same. Oh, tiny difference in there. That's annoying. It's even shorter. 442. Let's see. Okay, I need to fix this, so I need to visually debug my images. 96, 8. And that's a little difference. Okay. So yeah, basically these is making a difference. Okay, so wrong one. Okay, one thing I can do. How to fix this? That's a bit of a problem. Let me go back to the sprite. Okay. I think I have a solution. Yeah, 49.4. Okay, getting better. Huh, that was a problem. That was the problem. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it's working fine. Cool. Okay, good. Okay. Emergency fix. Um, one tiny difference here. Wow, doesn't really matter. Okay. So now this is gonna be 49, 147. Why? Uh, yeah, I mean, I have to stretch it. I have to stretch it now. There's still the problem that these things are not pixel perfect for the high. So as you can see here, it's 48.574, and I need 49 for the three of them. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I will scale them. 49, 49, and 49. Okay, so now they are 147 pixels, and that's fine. They all align. Let's see. This is why? Why they got smaller? It's bloody annoying. Let me check the initial images again. '96, 48. Okay, I think I have to scrap these and start from scratch. Yeah, amazing. Pretty frustrating, but yeah, okay. Ah. what I'm gonna do is scaling them to 48 pixels. Here it is. Yeah, well, I have to do manually. Okay. Yeah. That's fun. Once again, I wish I could pay someone to do this. Oh, interesting. This one is actually bigger. Let's see. Here, 49. Yeah, it is. Ah. Oh, well. Okay. This, This is something. 49. Why this is bigger? Mm-hmm. Does he have to be bigger? Which one is it? This one. Okay, the T going south. This one. You go away. 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 You stay. Snap to midpoints. Okay. Nope. -8. Basically recreating these. Okay. To see if the size is going to change. Yeah, the problem with vector graphics is that you don't have pixel. You don't work with pixel perfect elements, so oh, nothing changed really. fill and stroke. Oh, that's worse. Why is this different? Let's see. Okay, these 2360658 and 792. Oh, well, is higher. It makes no sense. Okay, these 4844, 4857. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, maybe I will white color and go behind. So yeah, there's these tiny difference here, but that's it. Is this making... Okay, so this element getting up to the rectangle instead here. This is not. But the difference shouldn't be that much. 4857, 4844. Okay, let me see if I scale these to 48. What's happening? And then I scale these to 48. Let's see if they can work together. So yeah, that looks fine. Okay, so I guess I can just scale everything to be 48 pixels, because the 49 is just an approximation. Okay, well, I'll try to do that anyway, and then if it doesn't work, I'll see what I can do. Okay, and I have to do the same for the other colors. stale 96. Yeah, there's these tiny differences are gonna create problems. I don't reset the values to be pixel perfect. Okay, 2 more. Okay, that's done. And now I can place all of them on the same line, and then I can pack them. Well, hopefully this is going to be the last time I do this. And I'm sorry for having you watching these, but you know, like, it's not always good stuff. Sometimes you have to do the boring stuff as well. So yeah, that's 96, 11, 10, 5, 6. Yeah, that's fine. And now the same thing. I have to regroup them. So yeah, what I'm doing here is just like putting together different pieces for making one element. Or if you're watching these, you want to offer yourself for doing this kind of stuff, let me know. Okay, Control D for duplicating them. Okay. Oh, I said 48. Yeah, Inkscape is a bit weird sometimes. This kind of stuff. You have to set a dimension multiple times, because there's probably some calculation taking place when you change any size. Also, I believe the problem is that well, let me see. Well, let's try to do something. Okay, I didn't have to do that. Okay. I think I know what the problem is. The problem is that I'm having a border in the bottom invisible element. But yeah, well, I will change that later. And then 96. It's fine. Well, at least one was okay. Okay, now they all the same dimension. They can go on the same line. Well, I need to align them to this stuff anyway. And then there's the blue left to do, and I'm done. I'm not sure if I should fix the problem with the transparent element. Well, if I'll do it, I'll do it later. I don't want to spend more time on this stuff for today. Okay, getting there. Duplicate. Oh no, wait, I have to resize them. I almost forgot. If only I could select all of them and assign one dimension. The problem is that when you select all of them, the dimension is the one of the group, so it's not gonna work. Ah, no one's fine. At least one, even in this case. 48. Okay, now 96. And hopefully these will give us some pixel perfect. It's fine. This pixel perfect align elements. Let's see. Okay, they all resize. Just need to align them. And we're good. Almost there. Funny how I decided to work on the walls to save time. If I knew, I would have gone for the rocks. And last one. Nice. Okay, great. Waltz. Uh, 50 pixels. Let's. Okay, let's export these. This is gonna be the reference. So RTS. RTS data images. It's gonna be waltz.png. Okay, so the image is here, can be integrated in the code. First, I'm gonna create something similar. Oops. Also, this should be collectibles file. Okay. At some point, all these files will be crushed inside some package or something, in some file. But for now, I'm leaving them as they are. Okay. Oh yeah. Wall level 1. So this is gonna be, where is it? Here. I'm gonna use these. Okay, now we have all the elements on a grid. Nice. So I can see coordinates for all of them. Okay, this is gonna be wall level 1. Yeah, because there's gonna be different levels of walls. So level 1. Yeah. Oh. Function 1, and then is left. Actually, I should have oh well. Yeah, I should use the same terminology for this stuff. Okay, that's where then we have orange. That's vertical, horizontal, bottom left, bottom right. bottom left, bottom right, top right, top left. Oh, I could have arranged them better. Yeah, well. Top right, left. Now int note. Then there's south, west, and east. And then the last element is cross. Remove level 1 and 1. It's going to be same, but for function 2. And then the same, but for function 3. Okay. I'm going to move these to my other screen for now. And I can delete these. Make a copy these. Okay, let's go to the screen game. Volts. It's going to be something like this. For this one, I could actually, because all the elements, well, yeah, for now all the elements are going to stay the same. So I can write some code. These. Okay, for okay, we have 3 rows. Three level 1 volts. Okay, yeah. I'm a bit fighting with myself here because part of me wants to. I don't want to use constants. I mean, I don't want to use like magic numbers, but at the same time, this is just some data that's going to be initialized here and is never going to be shared outside of these lines. So if I don't use cycles here, I have to manually insert all the values. Well, Maybe I will use level 1. All functions. Okay. So the 3 rows are going to be the 3 functions in game. And then there's going to be segments equal, and they are they 4, 8, 10, 11 segments. Okay, now const wall segments width is 96 and the height is 48. Yeah, I wrote that 1,000 times. Okay, so this is gonna be x. This is gonna set x, and this is gonna increment it y. And rex will we're gonna in place back, and it's gonna be x y wall sec w and wall sec h, and why do you like that? What's the problem? Oh yeah, of course, because this is constant. Then every time we move x, we move x by wall segment. Wall. Okay, looks fine. Yeah, I mean, I could have wrote all the values manually, but this feels a bit more rewarding. Okay. What now? Let's go to wall, and here we need game data. We need game data, and all these gonna go away. And these okay, this is gonna change. Ah. let's see, game data. Get sprite, and that's gonna be sprite world files int. So function is going to be the ID from 0 to functions, so that's fine. Not from 1. That should be. I should also keep into consideration the. Oh yeah, I removed something. My bad. Let's see. Here. Where was it? Oh, so yeah, I deleted that. Okay, these is gonna give us an index, and that's gonna give us an offset, all starting from the first element here. Okay, sounds good. Now, yeah, well, okay, well, I'm think about that later. The thing is like these value here is from the objects, from the enum defining all the objects in game. Probably will be better to use something local to sprite walls ID. Yeah, pretty much the same thing, but still. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me run CMake first. Huh. Okay, weird. Huh. Okay, yeah, that's not working as expected. And the reason is, yeah, the IDs need to correspond. The IDs of the objects need to correspond to the ones of the sprites. Instead, for the object walls, it's not the case. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm actually going to rearrange the assets here according to this order. guys. Yeah, they were pretty messy anyway. So it's gonna be okay. I have to separate these. It's gonna be horizontal, vertical, then top left, then top right, then bottom left, then bottom right, then intersection north, then intersection south, then intersection west, east, and cross. Okay, let's see if they all on the same baseline. Zoom in. Okay, I need to compact them the right way. Feels like I spend most of the day on these bloody images, but yeah, okay. And then let me disable the midpoint snap. Yeah. Oh, I have to do the same for the other images now. And then I will have to do the same for the blue ones. Ah, you know, I should have had a break a bit ago. I didn't do it. Okay, yeah, I can do this straight away. I don't need the middle step. Almost there. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, okay. For some reason, I thought that was wrong. Okay, they are rearranged according to the code order. Plus 50 here. And export as repos as RTS data image and volts. Okay, that's being replaced. And of course I have to update the the game data. So it's gonna be Oritz first, and Bert, then top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, then NSWE and cross. Okay, the other ones are fine. So I can just do these. And this is going to be 2 and 3, not 4. Okay, close these. So now everything should be aligned properly. Run make, build, run, new game. Wondering what happened to these files. Maybe I delete them. I don't know. Anyway, build wall. Now it should build. Oh, come on. No, why? Oh yeah, right. No, I know why. It's cause here, yeah, I'm not starting from Oritz. Okay, so yeah, I know this doesn't look super right now, but once everything is fixed. Okay, vertical, bottom right. Oh, yes, nice, looking good, working fine. Okay, that's good. Let me check what happened to these files. Shell, no, what's, oh, cell bar. Did I delete them? Hmm. Which one was missing? Cell bar background and cell bar P1. I think maybe I deleted them. Oh. Maybe, okay, maybe they were missing in the data directory. Let me replace them. Nope, definitely no. Don't want that. Smaller ties. Yeah, probably I have something in there. Somewhere. Yeah, this is like a temp file I use. Well, a work in progress file. No, no bars. Yeah, can't see any. Let me check this other one. Nope. Work. Okay, well, I'll remake it. It's not a big deal. It's okay, 50.6. Six, and it's gonna be the red bar. I'm gonna use this color. Oh wow, this one is a border. I don't want it. 56. Okay, that's fine. That's gonna be in repos RTS data image. Export. And then the actual border, well, that's been deleted, but if it's probably gonna be 52 by, oh come on. Be a 52 by 8, and it's gonna be dark gray or something. Oh, I'll use this for now. Oh, I kind of like the effects, but okay, something lighter maybe. No, actually. Okay, yeah, I will use this for now. And this is, what's the missing file? Cell bar PG. Oh well. Underscore BG. Yeah. Okay, well, I exported once, but it's okay. That's me. Let's see. Okay, it's working now. Actually, it looks even better than the one I had before. Nice. Yeah. Cool. Great. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it today. I've been streaming for probably almost 3 hours. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this bit of game development. It's not been all great stuff, but I had to deal with some problems. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to watch the next videos. Yeah, that's it for now. I did a good chunk of work today. I'll review stuff later. And yeah, see you online soon. Take care.